But I can make those statements that person's made. Well, the Irish market went down and now it went back up again. Yeah. And it's like, okay, but what about the people who bought at the top? Yeah. Well, right? They're not sitting there going, you know what, like we said last week, right? They're not sitting there going, you know what, I'm so glad the property market's, booted again because I lost 30% and I sold out at the bottom, right? But I'm really glad Jacob's made a shit ton off my property, right? Yep. That's the really important question. All we're doing is saying to people, the market, everybody's drunk at this party. How do you think you're going to go? Right? Now, you may or may not get lucky, but what we're saying is generally when everybody's pissed, there's going to be a fight or a punch-up or they're all going to be hungover. You may have a magic pill, right, where you can drink whatever you want and never get hungover. Good for you, but it's not going to happen all the time at this level. And it's what we talk about with CAPE, right, by saying, look, I don't know, it could go to bloody 40, 50, it went to 100 in Japan. But it depends, what we're saying is if you're buying when it's really high, you may succeed. It's pretty hard. Howard Marks said, if you buy a cheap stock in an expensive market, what you're doing is saying, my cheap stock is going to go up when most of the market goes down. And Howard Marks said that's hubris, right? So it's pretty easy to look backwards and go, see, you should have just buy and held. The second question is, okay, well, the market went back. How much did those people make? You seriously think Japanese property investors are killing it because it reverted to the mean? Okay, so did they buy another property at the bottom or did they add a bedroom or do you know what I mean? Like,
did they just sit and hold and
well, again, you can't do that with property. You can't say, oh, we've made 200,000, let's sell the back bedroom. Well, you can't do that. So you've got to either sell the whole thing or hold on to the whole thing. Now, if it falls back down to 900,000, well, you didn't make 200, did you? Right? That's where, again, you've got to consider the characteristics. And that's what we did in stocks versus property, right?
Yeah, we've got two specials now that that literally explain this.
And that's what I'm trying to get across to people. Property is not something you can hack off every day of the week if it goes up 3 or 4%. It's a singular, big, generally leveraged investment.